That's
29 going on 69 with this voice.
That's. Is this from allergies or is it just singing a lot?
I played for 7 hours 2 days ago, and then I was out the night before.
That was the long gig.
Yeah, Saturday.
That's literally a day job. That's like an 8-hour shift at a day job.
Yeah, nonstop, just me, my fingertips, and my throat.
And you're just going
to town. It was just me acoustic.
I wanted to come check you out. Yesterday was crazy for me. Wow, do you have any more stuff while you're still here?
I do.
Actually, we could go out.
Yeah, tomorrow I play 5 to 8, but the crazy part about Saturday was that I had probably 10 friends be like, "We're gonna show up. We'll come and like sit in with you or whatever, so that way you get a little break or whatever the case." Not a single one showed up. So I also went into this 7. Listen,
Let's on my petty shitty friends.
I'm on my petty bullshit this week. Don't even get me. We've got an hour to go. I'm so in. But like and it's fine because also musicians are musicians, but all of them,
people
I literally was
people.
like, please just come sit in with me I'm playing for so long. Just come in, play for like 10 minutes, and not a single one showed up.
So
they said they would.
Yeah.
You had to carry that whole thing by yourself.
The whole thing, dude. I'm
Man.
not even kidding. And it is what it is. I'm fine. I'm a professional, but and I can I'll still be able to sing like this. So I can get through it, but.
Interestingly, I've noticed like in the endeavor of creative stuff, like when I first started doing stand-up, the first couple of years, it felt like really easy to get people to come out to shows because it was like the idea was like just new and like, oh, you're doing stand-up now? Like, oh, we gotta go check them out, And then after you do it for a while, you suck at the beginning too. So like they're coming out to see you at your worst.
Right.
And then you spend a few years doing it and you keep doing it and you get better. And then people stop coming out to shows as much. And you're like, y'all should have let me suck for a few years. So what my point is kids, if you're starting out in stand-up, don't tell anybody. Just do it. And
Keep
be
it to
shitty
yourself
for a while.
little while, work out the kinks, and then they can see you when you've made millions of dollars.
It sounds like I'm not joking.
No,
like you
tip.
should. It's actually not a bad idea because it puts less pressure on you too. I feel like.
Well, and then it doesn't make your friends bad friends, right? So like, I've got this kid I used to babysit, and now he does music. It's been probably 2 years. I've not gone to see him play once not only because the schedules don't align, but pro tip, I don't want to see him when he just learned how to sing and play guitar.
Yeah.
And then also,
and that doesn't make you a like mean person or that's just, it's like you understand the process of it all, so you're like, I'm not gonna go when you're in your infancy. Like I want to see you at least in adolescence.
And you said you were teaching him?
Babysitting. I used to babysit 5 boys that were all between the ages of like 9 and 13.
Did any of them hit on you?
No.
My little brother hit on our babysitter.
But they would do things. They would do things like they'd hog pile me at the pool and stuff like that. So they weren't like. But they're kids. I was 16. They were like I said.
My little brother was like 8,
but they weren't
7 or 8,
intentional.
and was hitting on, but she wasn't she was like in her teens. But still, it was like, how are you doing this? You're like 8, bro.
Well, yeah, and eventually you have to explain to them.
But boys are like, are they chaotic?
Right.
Like super chaotic?
Yeah, wicked. Well, and they're easy, but that all to land on too. Like you have to, at some point, be like, hey, you can't hog pile your babysitter that's in a bathing suit at the pool, underwater, whatever the case.
I like air.
But also, he was smart enough too to know, like, hey, thank you for not showing up yet because I've been not great yet. So he also got the point of like, don't come see me till I'm better, please.
And they knew that you played music and like you're a musician. So like there's also an added level of pressure too, like with you showing up of like wanting to, perform for this person that they know and probably look up to you in that way.
Yeah, and they've been out to some of my bigger shows too, which has been cool. Like they've gotten to see me perform for some pretty big artists. So, and I've gotten to do some cool stuff, but it's, I think I answered that question.
You were talking about open mics. I can't go to open mics anymore. It's hard. It's hard for me to sit through them. But actually, still though, sometimes I'm like, it's like maybe you're just cynical, dude. Maybe you need to like pay a little more respect to where the art starts, like because that's the breeding ground of like every great comic you've ever seen. They started at an open mic somewhere that was just nobody.
Oh yeah.
100%.
And I've seen all of our favorite comics. Pardon me, words are hard. I don't talk good.
You want to talk the shit you were talking?
No, but just as far as we'll get into that in a minute, maybe. But yeah, this one comedy club banned me for life because I didn't go home with one of their employees. It was crazy. But I will say though that we've seen all of our favorite comics bomb. So
I mean, yeah. I was just watching a Richard Pryor documentary the other day, and I I think it was Live on Sunset. I think it was clever editing in some ways. Apparently, his wife was talking in the interview. She was talking about how it wasn't as good as his previous stuff, but he wasn't the same comic after a certain point. So it's like,
yeah.
Yeah, to me, prior to especially, he's a very voice of a certain generation. You can still listen and enjoy his stuff today.
He's still funny.
He's still funny. Very,
it
very
just depends
funny.
on what we're talking about, because it's if you're talking about topical things, they're probably not going to be as funny in the future. But if you're talking about universal things, the kid be always funny.
Right.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
Well, I've got a buddy right now. He has worked with me on some upcoming projects, but he has outwardly been like, my wife would never come and see me play because she came and saw me play the first few times and hated it and thought I was bad and didn't know how to tell me that. So then she just stopped coming, and now he's really, 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 really good. And she almost thinks he's lying because she won't come watch him play. And of course, he's insecure playing around her because, he's been told, I don't think you're good. So he doesn't practice or do anything around her. So she doesn't even know how good he is. Yeah. And he's so good.
Well, and it's this is where it's a struggle as an artist when you're trying to because it's you want to put yourself out there to a certain degree, but then it's like you said, nobody shows up to the show. It's you did your job. You know what I mean? And so what else are you going to do? Because you've tried, you wanted to get people out, but that's where you have to be okay, I call that character building nights. Just where it's love of the game. It's not for your.
It's not for the admiration. It's certainly not for your ego. Reference.
Your ego is not there.
Well, and let me tell you too. I told all of these friends, I'll tip you out. If you play for 20 minutes, I'll give you $20. I'll buy your parking, I'll buy you drinks or whatever.
We can come play with you.
Well, thanks. But then also, I walked out of there with almost $1,000 in cash in hand because I didn't have to split anything. Yeah. So, and it was really cool. We had the place packed wall to wall at one point. I say me and the one bartender, me and Brian, were crushing it, dude.
Shout out Brian.
Yeah, shout out to Brian down there at San Jack Saloon, dude. We had these guys all from Colorado that was I don't know, 10 guys deep, all single pretty much on a bachelor party. And then this 10 girl.
I ran into those guys.
Probably. And then they ended up getting kicked out of Rogan's Comedy Club after, which was really funny.
I think I did run into that. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. Maybe I did.
But then they brought in
that sounds like a lot of people here.
Yeah. Well, then they brought in a whole bachelorette party
from
of
3 places.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, the bachelorette party came in too. It just got really busy. It was cool.
Bachelorette parties.
I hate them.
Okay, yes.
I've never been on one, so whatever.
Comedy. It's this is the thing. This is the problem, especially in comedy. Bachelorette parties. It's this thing. They go to comedy shows.
Yeah.
It's a thing, I guess.
And why? Because they just want to talk to each other.
Well, and also it's the bride thinks she's the star, and it's bitch, I'm the star. Sit down. This isn't about you right now. Yeah. So I'm not because they always. So they're very. Some of them are, honestly, most of them are usually rowdy. I'm
yeah, that's something to me that kind of seems a little strange for both bachelor and bachelorette party, going to see entertainment, going to either a live show, music is something different because you're probably moving around, dancing a little bit.
Yeah.
But to a live show, to anything like that, I feel you want to spend time with the people you're going with and talk and hey, this is supposed to be the end of your single life. It's all symbolic and stuff.
Yeah.
But it seems like a weird.
It's weird that
choice.
That the celebratory things are doing things that kind of violate the relationship a little bit. It's why would you go into a thing that's supposed to be you shouldn't have ever been in a serious relationship if you still need to have fun. If there's still fun for you to have.
Yeah, I respect a good Jack and Jill. I like a good the guys and the girls all go together on a big trip,
I
like the beach, the mountains, outdoor stuff, and not even on
Thank
some
you. I'll probably never get married, but
yeah, it's a Jack and Jill. Well, and the same thing with I like the surprises where it's oh, we're throwing a big backyard barbecue, surprise everybody, you're at our wedding. There's a girl in my hometown. She used to be my best friend since preschool. She did that with the wedding part. They just threw a backyard barbecue on a Sunday. And there was they're just hey guys, you're at our wedding, and then also. You're at our baby shower. We're pregnant. Crazy.
Dude,
just get all 3 birds.
That's 2 birds with one stone.
Dude, it's great. My dad and my stepmom got married the exact same way, where they threw a party, had everybody come over, just a backyard thing. You could kind of in hindsight, it was okay, there's a lot of there's a lot going on. It wasn't just a barbecue.
Yeah.
And they announced hey, we're getting married right now. You're all here.
Right.